Imagine waking up every morning with a clear sense of direction, knowing exactly what you need to do to move your life forward, and having the discipline to start immediately without waiting for motivation or the perfect mood. Imagine finishing your most important task before most people even leave their beds. This is not a fantasy. This is the core philosophy behind Brian Tracy's best-selling book Eat That Frog, a book that teaches one powerful idea. Your success depends on your ability to start your day with the hardest and most important task. Brian Tracy uses a strange but unforgettable metaphor. If you had to eat a frog every day, the smartest thing to do would be to eat it first thing in the morning. And if you had to eat 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. In real life, your frog is the task you keep avoiding. It is the task that makes you uncomfortable. It is the task that requires the most focus and effort. And yet, it is also the task that can create the biggest positive change in your life. Most people know what their frog is. They feel it every morning. It is that project they keep postponing, that exam they are afraid to start studying for, that business idea they never begin, or that important decision they keep delaying. Instead of facing it, they choose to start their day with easy, comfortable tasks. They check their phones, reply to messages, scroll through social media, watch short videos, and handle small responsibilities that feel productive but do not really move their life forward. At the end of the day, they feel busy, tired, and stressed, yet deeply unsatisfied, because the one task that truly mattered is still waiting. The book explains that procrastination is not a time management problem. It is a self-discipline problem. Human beings are naturally programmed to avoid pain and seek comfort. Our brain prefers pleasure over effort and safety over challenge. That is why we delay difficult tasks and choose easy ones. But successful people understand something different. They understand that discomfort is temporary, but regret can last a lifetime. They train themselves to act even when they don't feel like it. They do not wait for motivation. They create motivation through action. One of the most powerful ideas in Eat That Frog is the 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle. It says that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your efforts. This means that most of what you do during the day has very little impact on your success. Only a few critical tasks create real progress. Your frog is one of those tasks. When you focus on it first, you make faster progress, gain more confidence, and reduce stress, because deep inside, you know you are working on what truly matters. Another key lesson in the book is the power of clarity. Brian Tracy says that clear goals create clear actions. When your goals are vague, your mind becomes confused and scattered. But when your goals are written down and turned into specific tasks, your brain becomes focused and organized. He explains that thinking on paper is one of the most powerful habits of successful people. Writing down your goals, your plans, and your priorities forces you to think clearly and act intentionally. Every morning, you should ask yourself one simple question. What is the one task that, if I complete it today, will make everything else easier or even unnecessary? The answer to that question is your frog. When you start your day with that task, you take control of your time instead of letting your time control you. The book also warns against multitasking. Although it feels productive, multitasking is actually one of the biggest enemies of focus. Jumping from one task to another drains your mental energy, reduces the quality of your work, and makes everything take longer. When you focus on one important task at a time, you enter a state of deep concentration where your best work is produced. This is where real progress happens. At its heart, Eat That Frog is a book about building the habit of action. Your brain is like a muscle. Every time you force yourself to start a difficult task, you make that muscle stronger. Every time you delay, you make the habit of procrastination stronger. Over time, your habits shape your character, and your character shapes your future. The people who achieve great success are not necessarily more talented or more intelligent than others. They are simply better at doing what needs to be done, even when it is hard and uncomfortable. Brian Tracy also explains that successful people think long-term. They are willing to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term rewards. They understand that the pain of discipline is much smaller than the pain of regret. When you eat the frog first thing in the morning, you carry a sense of achievement with you for the rest of the day. You feel more confident, more focused, and more in control. And that feeling pushes you to keep going. The message of the book is simple, but its impact can be life-changing. Your future is created by the small decisions you make every single day. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not someday. Today. If you want more success, more confidence, and more control over your life, start your day with your most important task. Start your day by eating the frog. And now I want to ask you, what is the biggest frog you have been avoiding? If this summary helped you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more book summaries in just 5 minutes. And now I want to ask you, what book would you like me to summarize next? Leave your suggestion in the comments. Your recommendation might be the next video on this channel.